Hi, my name is Rachel, and I am a thrifty crocheter. And yes, like Dr. Seuss, I will crochet on a boat. I will crochet with a goat. I will crochet on a train. I will crochet in the rain. I will crochet with a fox. I will crochet in a box. I will crochet with a mouse. I don't know about that one. I will crochet in a house. I will crochet here or there. I will crochet anywhere. If you've ever read Dr. Seuss in your life, you know which story the book this came out of. But anyway, I say that because I know I have shared with you before some of these cross squares that I made. And I went today and got a paper punch and some 3x5 cards. And I'm going to, what's that? No, there we go. No, there we go. To attach the 3x5s. I've even made some crosses. I like this one's real pretty. Attach the prayers to them. And the reason I want to show you all those, and I didn't show you all of them, there's more of them in my little bag here. There was one that I showed you that was really, really big. And it was this one that's it's like 4 times the size of one of them. And with flake crochet. So I decided to take the yarn that I'm making with the squares, and I'm going to make this into a prayer. I'm not done with it yet. I still got some more rows to do, but it's going to be like a lap blanket, like a prayer blanket. I'm going to call it Pocket Full of Prayers. Because I tell you what, this thing, you fold this part up, for this by itself, and you fold it up, it would definitely fit in your pocket. If you fold it all up, it'd be a pocket full. But one of the things I was thinking is after you do all those colors, I'm thinking about buying white, and just and making another one to put across, and making it solid and put it across the back, so that it would help this to stand out more, or at least maybe just across, maybe for it to just go across the back part of this, maybe not across the whole thing, but maybe across just the back of this section. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know, because it seems to have something behind it, makes the cross stand out a little bit more, I think. I don't know. That's just an idea I'm throwing around in my head. Tell me what you think of this blanket so far. Also, my mom's birthday's in 2 more days, and my husband's birthday's in 9 days, and my dad doesn't drive anymore, and I had to work this weekend. So today I went to the store for him and bought flowers, and from me and my family, and from my dad, and I picked up Dad, and we went out there to go visit her. And then today is September the 4th. 365 days of kindness. Thriving. The eyes of all look to you in hope. You give them their food as they need it. Psalm 145:15. Indoor plants can be hard to get. You might be a green thumb and know exactly where to put a plant or how to make it thrive. My grandfather, on my mom's side, he had such a green thumb. Had a green thumb. He's been gone for several years now. I gotta tell you what, he knew how to grow anything and everything. They had green beans, peas. They had blackberries and blueberries. They have sunflowers, rose bushes, apple trees, pear trees, all kinds of flowers. I mean, indoor plants, a lot of indoor plants, of all kinds, even cactus. Like they had Christmas cactuses and Easter lilies. He knew how to make flower arrangements. Oh gosh, my grandfather could make the most gorgeous flower arrangements for anything, whether it was for Easter, Christmas, somebody's wedding. He, even after the wedding's gone, the flowers are gone, he knew how to rehash new flowers and take flowers from another. I mean, yeah. Okay. Many of us, however, love the look of a plant, but don't quite know how to keep it alive. Just like plants, our spiritual growth is determined by whether we are receiving all the right elements. You will need to be nourished by Scripture and receive plenty of light from the love of Jesus. Look to Him in hope, and He will give you everything you need. Notice the things that make you thrive and make sure to keep them as a regular routine in your life. Act of kindness. Buy a chocolate bar for a friend or family member. Daily guideposts for grandmothers. Today is the 4th. September the 4th. For you are our glory and joy. 1 Thessalonians 2:20. While we were growing up, my two sisters, Mary and Katie, and I journeyed every summer from Denver to North Platte, Nebraska, for a special week-long visit to our grandparents. A visit to Grandma and Grandpa's meant at least 2 or 3 breakfasts of chocolate cake and white icing. Chocolate cake for breakfast? I can see as a dessert after lunch or dinner, but for breakfast? Oh my. As well as noon meals of pot roast and with all the trimmings or chicken and dumplings. My grandmother, my mom's mom, she used to make wonderful chicken and dumplings or chicken and noodles, beef and noodles, because she made homemade noodles and homemade dumplings. And we'd pick apples from the apple tree and make homemade applesauce. And if you have family members that make homemade goods, you know what I'm talking about. Because homemade desserts and homemade meals from scratch taste so much better than store-bought. There's just something about homemade stuff that tastes so much better. Then there was an apple tree in the backyard. Apple trees! Okay, I'm sorry. Just right for climbing and eating in our sour green fruit. Not too many, Grandma would caution, or you'll get stomach aches. We went on downtown errands with Grandpa, where he'd introduce us to friends. These are my lovely granddaughters from Denver, Ed and Mary Ellen's girls. His gentle pride always showed in his smiling eyes and soft, friendly voice. Early evenings, we'd amble with Grandma through the wide, tree-lined streets. Once she led us to a new park in town and told us, I won $25 for naming it Park Allura, A-L-U-R-A. That was the prettiest name I'd ever heard for a park. For that week, we reveled in the treats, the attention, the knowledge that we were loved just for being who we were. My grandparents died some years ago, but their loving example inspired me to pass on those same traits to my child and one day, hopefully, his children. It's a legacy of love that never runs out. So, thank you, Grandma and Grandpa, for being you. Father, thank you for loving grandparents and for your love that accepts me as I am. Help me to look on the people in my life with pride and joy. Ellen Bauman. That was so cool. that was really neat because that reminded me of my own grandparents' house and everything that we used to do there and all the fun times there. That was really, really cool. I really like that one. Okay, and last but not least, the illustrated words of Jesus for women. September 4. Not the joy, it's true joy. And the verse is, I have told you this so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. John 15:11. When Jesus was on earth, he did a lot of teaching, but he wanted his hearers to know that he wasn't just giving them a bunch of rules. He knows that his teachings, the things you read in the Bible, will make your life better. They will improve your human relationships and help you to live closer to God. He loves you. He wants your life to be filled with happiness. And being close to him brings true joy. And I underlined, being close to him brings true joy. And then in what I call musical quotation marks, because I like to, when I think of a title of a song or a phrase in a song, I use musical notes as the quotation marks. And so your joy may be full, that your joy may be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another, that your joy may be full. And the bottom of this page reads, joy is a net of love by which you can catch souls. I like that. And that was by Mother Teresa. I like that. That's neat. That your joy may be full. That your joy may be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another, that your joy may be full. So what do you think of my pocket full of prayers so far? It's not quite done. What I've done is in the colors that I was using for the squares, which are the solid ones, are the windows. And then I use the variegated for the row in between the windows. And it's just all in double crochets. I've still got 1, 2, 3 more colors yet. But I think I would like to do white behind it. Either behind the whole thing or just behind this section. So tell me what you think, because I kind of want this to stand out a little more so you can see it a little better. Because I think it gets a little more pronounced when there's something, another color behind it. You could see it better, in my opinion. See, there's a cross in the center. It's actually maybe a little bit off center, but I did it according to the destructions, as my dad would say. Dad likes to call instructions the destructions. I never understood that. We like to call instructions destructions sometimes. But this isn't done yet. I still got a few more rows. And I gotta put a border on it. Which I think I am going to do with white, though. But let me know. And on Pinterest, some of you have asked me about the patterns. I should probably write down the names of the designers, but go on Pinterest and look for crochet prayer squares, and that's where I found them. And they come in different sizes. Some are this size. Let's see, what is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, this is 18. So yeah, I have some that are these 18 rows across. And some that are the smaller, the little 10 rows, but 10 by 10. This one's 18. I have found this one though before. I do have some that I made that are this one. And I made one where this one is a different color from the rest of this, and it didn't look very pretty, but I had to just make another one to try. But I suggest to you to make some, and it doesn't necessarily have to be this particular prayer. I mean, you can if you would like. Some of them, a couple of them also had prayers that went with them, or they had to, or you can find the little prayers that goes with them and write that one, copy that one down, or write one of your own and get a hole punch, punch them out and use some ribbon or maybe use some yarn to attach it and hand them out to people. A lot of people could use some uplifting prayers and something to remind them that God is always with them and that He cares for you. Sometimes you need to know that somebody out there loves you and cares about you. And that's just a nice little gentle reminder. I mean, I'm not necessarily, if you get the chance to share God's scripture with them because of this, that's wonderful. And I'm not saying you have to do all that, but if you get the chance to, that's wonderful. But sometimes just a nice, like here, I have this for you. I hope that read the little prayer and I hope that it puts a smile on your face, kind of a thing. So with that, this small swatch of yarn has been woven with prayers. As you hold this swatch in your hand, may you feel God's strength, love, and peace flow and know that He holds you in His hands. May God bless and comfort you in time of need and give you peace. And I especially wish all that and more with my pocket full of prayers. Oops, he's upside down. With my pocket full of prayers. Completely full of prayers for you. And there is a pattern. There's a pattern for this on Interest too. Found by pure accident, and I was like, oh, I have to make that. And then I look at the instructions, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be huge, and it is. It's huge. If I were to make this again, I think I would use to make it a lot smaller, maybe some crochet thread, if I can talk straight, or I don't know, maybe a thinner yarn, maybe, I don't know, smaller hook, I don't know. I would do something to make it smaller. Although, it's another thing too with the just the crosses. I have thought about doing that same pattern with crochet thread. I can never say crochet thread. It makes my tongue get all tongue-tied. Well, tell me what you think about that. And what you think about the blanket. What do you think about it so far? And the ideas I had about putting something behind it. Or do you think it should be as is? Just let me know in the comments. And I want to wish all of you a very blessed day. Very blessed week. It's Wednesday. Okay. The reason I'm laughing because like Pooh Bear just popped in my head. A song from an old Pooh Bear record goes, "It is always on a Wednesday that the winds begin to blow." And it actually is a little, I mean, it's not windy outside, but there is a little bit of a breeze outside, but it's still really hot out. Good old Pooh Bear. That's another thing. When we were kids at Mom and Dad's house, we listened to Mickey Mouse Disco. And my brother and I would make up these dances to go with them. And then after getting done playing the Mickey Mouse Disco, we always played the Winnie the Pooh record. Well, a couple weeks ago, Desiree came over and we were looking through all the records, all of Mom's records, and found my record, my Mickey Mouse record, and we finally found the Pooh Bear record because Desi wanted the Pooh Bear record. So Dad let her take the Pooh Bear record home and the record player home. And so she's got, because she loves Pooh Bear. It's like one of her favorites. Especially when she was a kid, she still kind of likes, and she still likes Pooh Bear. So, it's, there's an roughly old commercial. He used to say, "Yeah, hump day." The camel would come through the offices, and then I get hump day. And it was a dromedary because it only had one hump instead of two humps. Because some camels only have one hump, and some camels have two humps. That's a little fun fact in case you didn't know that. And I think there's different words. I think a dromedary is only one hump, and I forget the name for the one with two humps. I'll probably think about it after this. But I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful week. I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.